Ahoy mateys! Greetings and salutations. Today I'm going to share my deck of right now. It is this deck that goes in this custom box. Look at the nautical button closure there. And this box has a blanket stitch around super stiff sizing. So it's got this, it's Tim Holtz grunge fabric, inside and out. And we have this puller for pulling the deck out. It's just a soft box construction. And this little gear is on the pull. It's all blanket stitched, and this was stitched with black and copper metallic thread. That's a artifact left from my time spent with the moms. So that is for this deck. This is the deck of the Tempest Tarot. This is my deck right now, as I said, and these are the majors. Let's zoom in. There, that's about right. Stick my thumb under it. So this is the Empress. Look at that color palette there. And the line work is so detailed. You even have bubbles. Forgive me. You even have bubbles. I don't think I can zoom in more. Let's see. There we go. Look at the bubbles. Look at the line work. So cool. That's the Empress. And let's take a second and appreciate the back. It's teal on aqua with giant octopus arms coming up from the deep. Then we have the star here. And we have jewels and gold and bangles and crystals all mixed in. So you have teal and this bronze and golds. Color palette is very consistent and divinely aged Victorian. So you can't see the garishness of the Victorian. So it's not a restoration color palette. It's as if the Victorian stuff had aged over the past 110, 150 years. 130 to 110 probably. So here we have it, the Emperor. Lots of syllables in that word. We have these drapes. Which, were they purple or red originally? Who knows? Who cares? We got treasure. We have a hooked staff. You can see the hook going both directions. A good strong beard and mustache, strong nose, in a tricorn kind of hat. We got barrels and satchels of loot. The hangman. Boom. Look at this. We have an upside down trident embedded in the ocean floor, and the sun is penetrating. So if you think about the Caribbean in a near shore, so you know that you can see the bottom in that crystal Caribbean water. So that's where that takes me. Really interesting take on the hangman, because they're not a hangman. We have this upside down trident. So here we have strength. It's a anchor. Is it a anchored broken way? There's no environment around this anchor. It's just an anchor. And it's a sharp one. So it's meant for being like drugging to catch. Excuse me. The world. Nido map. So it's you can kind of identify where it could be, but it's not super current. So it's like a rendering from an old antique map or a shipping lane map with all the crosses and such. It's very cool. And that's key 21. The devil. Whoa, look at that color palette shift. Gray on gray. One golden eye. Look at that line work. And the moodiness in that gray on gray. So devilish. I can't even begin. I think there's more than 8 arms just because it's so snarled. You have to submit if you're grabbed by something like that. Justice, here's the key 11. Interesting in the compass rose in the center. Take a look. You have the sun and the moon on scales right there. Really, really interesting to me. Justice. The sun and moon. The shadow and the light. It almost looks like you have planets on the tips of the internal rose. So cool. The sun is a lighthouse. That's a little cliche. But look at the choppy water. Has the storm moved past, or is it pushing in, or is this the eye of the storm? A lot of places you can take that. The death card, I would almost anticipate that the color palette would be similar to the devil. And it is, right? It is. But it's almost the negative, because this is gray on gray, but then we have really dark gray on white. And then you have all this atmosphere line work. You have the turbulent sea, and you have the driving rain, tattered sails, and wind in the top, in the little, I forget what that part of the sails called. It's so freaking cool. And here we've got the tower moment. And we have golden lightning, all the line work. The ship is just line work. And look at the kraken coming up to eat the ship. Look at that kraken coming up. Look at that. Look. See how it's the shading and the shadows are making that embrace of the kraken really pop out of that card. It's just stunning. So part of this is why this deck is my deck of the moment. It's because I want to get use out of I had shuffle mishap with shuffling, and I broke multiple cards. They just completely, the cardstock was rigid enough that they creased, hard creased. Wheel of Fortune, here we go. We have this rope, the stern, is that called the stern? No, the wheel, the captain's wheel. I can't remember what it's called right now. And it's like it's lashed with a rope. If the sea is, you would sometimes use rope to lash the wheel so it wouldn't go off course. So the Wheel of Fortune is locked in a direction, and you have this seabird flying up. And is it because land is near, or are you almost about to crash into a sandbar that you don't see? You know, you don't have any situation going on with the wheel. Just it's locked in. Here we have Judgment. We got to walk in the plank. A little cliche, but look at that. I'm gonna zoom in because the depth and shading again is so cool. Find my hand again. I lost my grip. But look at the shading, how that protrudes out. And you don't see any sharps or anything, but it's very choppy, or something is happening below the board. With Judgment, blindfold. So it's like a blindness, or what's it, blind justice? And it's people do have, if we look, there's one sword back here. The rest of the crew seems to be fisticuffs, so he could take his chances. But he's not. It's almost he walked out. He's not bound. He took his decision what he would face. Then we have the lovers, and we have this embrace. And look at all the details. You have the scales, the hair, the bubbles, the fish circles. I mean, just look. And the Fool. You have a single little small boat with a sail and a hand stern steering thingy. What's it called? Rudder, maybe? Heading in towards land. But foolish why? Because he's leaving the ship and going to land on an island? Or is he going toward a rock cliff where he's going to crash? Doesn't look super sunny or bright or promising. Here we have the Hermit Crab, shallow water. Safe and secure. All alone, has everything he needs right there. And that the sunlight from above is the lantern. Really clever. It would be difficult to imagine another way to do a pirate hermit. Unless it was somebody cast away on an island. And this is less of a cliche, it's clever. Here we have the moon. You have the water, the illumination, the moon rays, moonshine, and the lines and the stars. It's just so cool. The Magician here, it's kind of minimalist. You have the map behind. You have the compass and all the, not all. You have a coin. You have a mug for a vessel. For a baton, you have a eyeglass. And you have the sword, of course. Symbolistic compass rose. And the lines are all from central out, where the world has multifocal points. But Justice has no lines. And the world has lines all over the place. Connections. Justice, no connections. So it's unencumbered or free to steer. Justice free to steer. And Magician is exuding power in all directions. Or drawing power from every direction. Chariot, not the lovers, because I love my factoid that seahorses mate for life. And male also care for the young sometimes. I think. Don't quote, but I think. So we have a moon and we have bubbles. And we have these interlocked seahorses. 2 shades of the same. Which I don't know if the shades come out in my lighting. But we have a lighter and a darker. And here we have the Hierophant. A pirate with his hair tied back. Piratey kind of work shirt. We have a map. And what's it? A sextant and those tools. Astro something. Sextant. Eyeglass. We have more maps tied up over here. And we have paperweights and a cup of tea or coffee. Just look at the layers, and as you look deeper, you see new things. Like he's drawing on this map, not on these other maps, but on this map. He's updating it. High Priestess. Is that where we started? No, we started with I don't even have it out anymore. Maybe it is. We got the High Priestess. Look at the line work in the hair. A very direct and to the point facial expression. We have this teal color, which is less menacing than other teals. The ocean at this point is just line work. And we have gold stars and moon. And the last of the majors, we have Temperance. And we have 2 mugs with a stream of water connecting. And we have a fire triangle around the ship, which in RWS, the chest has a fire icon on. So I like how it brought that fiery element into the Temperance, key 14. And the cups, the mugs, let's see if we can get a close-up. There's ships on. I can't get... Can't get enough light, but there's a little tiny sail ship there in the mugs. That is the Tempest Tarot. Trumps. And let's go to the wands. Look, these are pippish, but indicators of what's going on. 6 of Wands, we have this burst around a chest that's open, revealing treasure. 6 of Wands, victory. It's very much like, ta-da! We have Knight of Wands, standing watch. Here's the 8 of Wands. And we have the sunset or sunrise. You know, there's a transition between dusk and dawn that's happening, or dusk or dawn right now. It's the twilight. You have this bird and the glasses, the what are they called? Not telescope, the eye scopes or rangefinders. The scopes, glasses. When you use them, you can't see anything in the bright sun transition. It's too bright to look at. 10 of Wands. You've got the burden, RWSE, and the tattered dress of the figure, and it looks a little desolate. 4 of Wands. And you have the lighthouse again. Ace of Wands. No. Very much indicating illumination with the line work. 5 of Wands. Those are not cudgels. Those are eyeglasses. I don't know how effective they would be in a know me approach. 5 of Wands. 3 of Wands. Again, we have a map, but this time we have, instead of random angled lines, we have a grid. 3 of Wands is very ordered. It's almost like somebody else has drawn the 3 of Wands, like an apprentice trying to be very exact. 7 of Wands here. So it's not in your face like the RWS stand your ground. 7 of Wands here, but he's like still looking out, doing his job, and the uprising is not distracting him from what he's supposed to be doing. Page of Wands here. A mer person with a sight glass on maybe it's a coral outcropping. We have clouds, calm seas. So we have this Page of Wands. It's calm seas. She's not really watching out. She's just kind of daydreaming. 10 of Wands here. First fire in the deck. First flame in the actual deck. And this coloration shows. It's this orangish bronze, warm tone. It's not red or bright, but it's like, hey, something different is going on here. We have 9 of Wands, bright yellow sun. We have all the rays of illumination. And you have this little bit of land on the horizon. So it's like you're approaching a safe, happy harbor or something. You're almost there. 2 wands. Very nondescript. It's very pippish. But look at the line work. You still understand that you're looking at water and sky. Queen of Wands. And yeah, this is super interesting. Especially for a pirate deck. Those are sunflowers all around her throne. And look at the detail behind her. It's quilted looking. Queen of Wands. She's on a sunflower throne, and it's quilted. And then this diamond pattern on her sleeves and her throne arms also mimics some of the patterns you see in a head of sunflowers. It's very clever. And she is firmly ensconced in a throne on land. There's no water going on. Then let's jump to the swords. Yeah, another queen. So this queen, different than the last one. We have clouds and we have the turbulent teal, try to say that. And a blue dress with a gold corset, sword in hand, and it's almost like she's on clouds, in the clouds. She's wearing glasses. Is this supposed to be the smarty librarian? I don't know, but I thought it was cute. And the faces are different, or the figures are more zoomed in. This is more zoomed in than this one. So you're getting more environment and moodiness around the Queen of Swords. The sword and the spyglass, that's what it's called, is in the same hand. 9 of Swords. So we have the atmospheric gray over here, and we have the dark tentacles coming in. 9 of Swords brings us right to, oh no, what's coming at me? Great sense of dread. This is one of the cards that I did break. Ugh. King of Swords. So this King of Swords, just like the Queen, is wearing glasses. So they're a cute little couple. And they both have crowns. Her throne is curved. His is angular. And beside the sword, he's got spears on his throne. Where the King of Wands had the fire at his feet. This King of Swords, we don't have air, or we have air, but no clouds or anything to indicate air. 4 of Swords, we're out in a dinghy. Maybe adrift. Ace of Swords here. Just like the Ace of Wands, we have illumination. So the aces are both line work, details out. So maybe that's the style of the pip. Page of Swords here. We have a shield and sword. The Page of Wands had the spyglass, but was resting on a rock in a calm motion. Page of Swords is down in a kelp or seaweed bed. Prepared in a offensive guard stance. 2 of Swords. It's pippish plus. 3 of Swords leaves so much open for conjecture. You've got blood dripping off the swords, but no bloody heart. Nobody stabbed yet. 8 of Swords. So you have the tentacles coming around the skull to hold the skull in place with the swords barricading. So it's pip plus. 5 of Swords here, and we have turbulent water, and we have cannons blasting. We have a mask blasted apart. So we're in the middle of some sea battle. That looks a lot more serious than a sword fight on a beach like RWS. So this is a serious cannon broadside kind of battle. And there's long-term repercussions with this broadside event. One of the masks is broken, so there's going to have less movement forward. Inhibited. 7 of Swords. We've got a teal headscarf. We've got a half skeleton, half man. We've got a tricorn. So you've got almost an overlay of 2 things. 7 of Swords, sneaky, right? So you have, let's see if I can. You have that guy, and you have this guy. Tells a big difference, right? And eye patch. I thought it was just a big eye socket, but it's an eye patch. 6 of Swords here. You're in a grotto or a cave. Everything's calm. It's not turbulent, but you have to go out there to go anywhere, to get out. 9 of Swords. On a sandy beach, sword aloft, but nothing going on that we can see. We can't see anything immediately influencing the 9 of Swords. And there's a stormy cloud behind, but everything looks like it's not super tense. That's another card I broke. 10 of Swords, RWS to the max. And there's the saying about red sky in the morning, sailors be warned, kind of. So there's something about that saying, I can't remember. Next we've got the cups, and then we'll do the pence. We've got 10 of cups, and we have a massive jellyfish of some kind. 10 mugs. 9 of cups. Here we've got illumination, full beer steins, not cups or mugs, beer steins. It took me a long time to come up with that word, stein. So we have 4 of cups. Lord, head in the clouds. Very RWS-y. King of cups. Here we have the king. He's on a little patch of land. We've got water everywhere, and we have like a geyser around him. He's just sitting there, his waves crashing everywhere. His stein in hand. Not looking super distressed. No dolphins, no animals, no tentacles. Page of cups. And here we have, very RWS, the mer person is looking at a mug with a fish. It's completely RWS-y, but it's super cool looking. Look at the lines. Look at the details, the shading. Ace of cups, as we've seen with the other pips, it's just lines illuminating a pip, like here's your ace, ta-da. Knight of cups. Knight has 2 cups, not a shield. And we have palm trees on land in the background, so they're basically just maybe at anchor. Queen of cups. So this queen, she is full, surrounded by water, a little choppy, but really not. And she's controlling some of this water with her hand. See it doing some swirls there? She's like, mwah, manipulating the element. She's got crown and earrings, no eyeglasses. 3 of cups. Cheers. 7 of cups. All the possible things you can allude to. Not a mermaid, but with legs. So it's not a mermaid, but a woman with legs. We've got a upside bottle, tentacles, sun, coins, land, and down here we have a mermaid. 3 of pence. Seaworthy ship right there. Everything, what's it, ship tight. 6 of cups. We have what appears to be young boys on land with practice swords. So it's the nostalgia card there. 8 of cups. Cups broken. The ship is sailing away. 2 of cups. We have the element of water being manipulated into a heart-ish shape. 5 of cups right here. And it's literally raining from the 3 of the 5 cups. And let's do the final. We have the ace of pence. And we have the line word again, like a da-da. 10 of pence. All these different scenes are in a dinghy. And you've got land here. So it's like everything, the idea is to make it home. You've got a church, an anchor, a compass, a ship, a storm, food, looty, wedding rings, a sword, and a couple. So it's all the things that would be on a pirate bucket list. 7 of pence. I always struggle with 7 of pentacles, so there it is. 9 of pence. He's tossing a coin, reading a book. Reading. For a pirate, that would be an interesting time passing. 2 of pentacles in this pentacle. We have the author's signature in the coin and the element of water in the twirly-doo. Very cool. This is another card I broke. 9 of pence. This pirate is sitting on a throne. He's got all kind of bounty around him, and he's got his beer stein, and he's happy, smiling. Page of pence. So this page is holding 2 coin purses. Here we go. King of Pentacles on earth with trees behind him in a quilted, cushy chair. He's got his chest, everything that he's set. 8 pence. We have all these maps and tools. And the coins are all identical. It's all about work and study and skill. 6 of pence. The giving. 4 of pence. The keeping. Queen of Pentacles. She's got a coin purse. She's got a basket of grapes. She's got produce, trees, fruit trees, everything she might reap the benefits of. And 5 of pence. Here we've got a dinghy crashed and not salvageable. So that's a big pile of firewood. So that is the Tempest Tarot, and it's my deck of right now. Be happy, be healthy, learn something new every time. Ciao for now.